Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. His Excellency Mr. Rajai Kutan, Distinguished President of ESAM, His Excellency Dr. Kamalak, President of Sadat Party, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. On behalf of the Developing Aid Countries Organization for Economic Cooperation, known as D8, it's a great honor and pleasure for me to be with you all at this opening meeting of this important Congress, 23rd Congress of International Union of Muslim Communities, with the theme of Global Threat and Islamic World. Previous keynote speakers have already mentioned to the challenges of the world generally, and in particular the Islamic world and Ummah. Then, because of the time pressure and observe the timetable, I would like to drop briefly highlights about the D8 organization and its activities. And I summarize my statement to just a few minutes. You know that the idea of the establishment of the D8 organization goes back to the Cooperation for Development Conference held in October '96 in Istanbul at the initiative of Merhum Professor Najmuddin Erbakan, then Prime Minister of the Republic of Turkey. Subsequently, the D8 organization was officially established through the Istanbul Declaration of Summit of Head of States and Government at the first D8 Summit on 15 June 1997. From the very inception, D8 has reviewed the international political scene and concluded that the post-Cold War international situation, including rapid globalization of the world economic structure, has created both opportunities and challenges for developing countries, conscious of the deep-rooted and sincere aspiration of humanity for peace, dialogue, cooperation, justice, equality, and democracy. D8 is an intergovernmental organization and currently consists of 8 developing countries, namely Bangladesh, Egypt, Indonesia, Islamic Republic of Iran, Malaysia, Federal Republic of Nigeria, Pakistan, and Turkey. The leader of the D8 has underlined some essential objectives, such as to improve its member states' position in the world economy, diversify and create new opportunity in trade relations, enhance participation in decision-making at the international level, and provide better standard of living. In addition, D8 commits to work toward broadening the support of the D8 organization at the national level within the member states and strengthen its weight and voice at regional and international levels, including through active engagement in the promotion of South-South cooperation. Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, D8 organization has faced several challenges in terms of political and economic issues. However, the D8 organization has vital modality as economic grouping to provide insight and stimulate discussion among all stakeholders on the best strategies and policies to overcome the obstacles to improve competitiveness in developing countries, including D8 member states. Since its establishment in 1997, including programs emanated in the D8 roadmap, there are plenty of achievements that are already taken into action, as well as implementation from our roadmap. Allow me to mention briefly some examples, achievement of the D8 organization, in addition to the basic documents like its charter, statutory documents, global vision, and its roadmap. The organization concluded visa agreement, preferential trade agreement, custom agreement, and memorandum of understanding for working on the area of civil aviation, and as well as a lot of memorandum of understanding with international and regional organizations. In line with global trade development, allow me to highlight some figures of the D8 intra-trade. Since its establishment in 1997, D8 intra-trade has increased steadily up to now. The volume of the D8 intra-trade increased impressively from $15 billion in 1997 to almost $150 billion in 2012. By percentage share to the volume of the D8 total trade, growth of D8 intra-trade increased from 3.4% in 97 to 8.2% in 2012, which represent a solid improvement. In this regard, active and effective collaboration between and among government, trade agencies, and private sector are seriously needed, particularly to meet the organization trade target to a level of 15 to 20% or around $500 billion of the D8 total trade by the end of 2018. With the political significance of the upcoming 9th summit in 2014, this year in Turkey, the organization is bound to seize this momentum to enter its second life cycle phase and strategically devise effective way to achieve its entire goals in accordance with the principle of its great founders. The principal organs at the sectoral and ministerial level are actively engaging discussion and negotiation in the D8 main priority areas of cooperation, namely trade, agriculture, food security, industry and SMEs, transportation and energy. Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I would like to reiterate the principle laid out by Merhum Erbakan and reflected in our charter, and I do believe that this principle is still working, and it was
olduğu ilkeleri ve Sayın Recai Kudan tarafından da ve Sayın Kamalak Bey'in de belirtmiş olduğu bu savaş değil, barış, çatışma değil, diyalog ve sömürü değil, işbirliği, çifte standart değil, adalet, ayrımcılık değil, eşitlik ve baskı ve zulüm değil, demokrasi ilkelerine bizler de son derece bağlıyız ve bizler bu dünya, İslam dünyasındaki veya İslam dünyasında ümmeti arasındaki tüm sorunların çözümünde bu reçetenin bizim en iyi merhemimiz olduğunu bir kere daha hatırlamak istiyorum ve son olarak da bu sabırla dinlediğiniz için ve bizleri buraya davet ettiğiniz için hepinize saygıyla selamlıyorum. Allah yar ve yardımcımız olsun.
İslam dünyasının çok önemli bir kuruluşu olan değerli Genel Başkanı Doktor.
So we would like to thank to